Hey everybody, Steve Garofalo here from Reason for Truth. This is not normal for me to do, but I do want to announce that the killer Charlie-Kirk, most likely he's been apprehended. His father is, I believe, a 27-year-old veteran of the sheriff's department, and he spoke with his pastor, and they turned in 23-year-old Utah resident Tyle-Robinson. His Twitter handle was Hick-In-Mormornland, and at the end of the day, listen, Mormon is a cult of Christianity, but it certainly does not deserve death penalty for being a Mormon. That is not true. That's between them and God to get their faith straight and to see God in Christ for who He is. But I think it's amazing how the internet has, and more or less people that are anti-God, that hate God, have gone viral against Charlie-Kirk. Charlie-Kirk was a winsome man. He spoke. I wasn't friends with him. I have friends that worked very closely with him. But he was a man who spoke with respect, even to people that hated him. Watch any of his videos. He responded with love and truth, and also he stayed firm. But he never got into it meanly or nasty with anybody. And that's why there's such an outpouring and now a resurgence for Christianity in the United States. He probably would have been a future president, and I think that all said and done, I think that we have a great loss with Charlie. Is he replaceable? Is a big question I heard asked different places. No, he's not. There's only one Charlie-Kirk, but I do think that as well, God, as I heard one commentator says, goes well ahead of us. He knew it was going to happen, and I think that Charlie-Kirk's probably going to be multiplied many times over, like countless times over, and better's going to come out of it. Not better than Charlie, but better in terms of our efforts. I can tell you, just listening across the conservative streams, and many people that were nominal in their Christianity, their Christian faith, are becoming more serious about their Christian faith. That's the positive in this. I can tell you this, the whole idea of, you hear this, I have numerous conversations with a couple moderates. We got to turn the temperature down, and it's just as much the right. I had a conversation with someone I knew well, said yesterday, well, it's just as much as the right's fault as it is the left. No, it's not. Listen, go onto the internet, show me people on the right en masse, right? Maybe you'll find one off, who are sitting there being nasty and attacking people on the left. You're not going to find it. You turn the left attacking the right, you get just all you have to do is turn YouTube on. Anyway, that being said, it's interesting as well because now they had a record number of Rumble subscribers. People are in mass moving from YouTube to Rumble, which I think is great. If you're going to shut people down on what they say, then free speech. This is the United States. You have freedom of speech. It's something God gave us, really, and we just acknowledge. Unlike the UK, that's gone like kind of off the charts crazy, and they're paying the price for it. But I want to just say one thing. I'm recording a whole piece on the death penalty that's been called for by President Trump. I totally agree with that. It needs to be eliminated along with, if he's found guilty, along with the killer who killed the young lady, Ukrainian lady, on the North Carolina Charlotte subway. Her crime, sitting there, putting earbuds on and taking a ride from one place in the city to the next. As far as turning the temperature down, I don't think, from what I'm hearing, nobody's calling for violence. It's certainly, but the right is done having their freedom of speech squelched, and it's not going to happen. I think you're going to see the heat turn really high up. So if you want these lunatics on the left that spew the most hatred stuff and attack people for just speaking their free speech, speaking what they feel is right, especially mostly, more often not biblically speaking, I think that you're going to see a very different response here forward. And for that, Charlie went out a martyr, man. He went out a martyr, and he's in the presence of the Lord. What we need to do is pray for his wife and his children, 18 months and I think 3 years old, something close to that. But for horrible, that Charlie went to work a couple days ago, right, and never came home needlessly. So I'm glad to see that FBI, if you're watching this right now, you can just tune in. FBI is getting ready to make up that Director Patel is about to make a statement. So number one, we just got to be in prayer for, we have to pray for our nation, but even let's start by praying for Charlie-Kirk's wife and his children, please. They need it more than ever. I'm sure they're set financially, but that doesn't help bring Charlie back. So let's make sure that we do the right thing and that we stand firm in our faith. We're not embarrassed. We are what we are because it's not our message. We're the messenger. We're not the message. The message is the gospel of Jesus Christ. No more padding it. No more getting soft about it. No more worry about losing something. Stand up. Have the, as they say, chutzpah, right? In the Italian language, we say have some cojones. The Sicilian faith, we just face it. We just go into the wind and we face it. And whatever happens, happens. So that's my here. I don't think anybody's calling for violence, but certainly I think if you put the Christian message against just the evil, satanic, secular message, and by the way, that's no more moderate in this country. There's no moderate, very little left. If you put them head to head, the truth will win every time. Not to say everybody that's a GOP or on the right is truthful, but the truth is very discernible, but it shouldn't be shut down. And that's what we faced over the many decades. The last couple decades have been brutal. The last 10, 15 years have been really brutal. So it's time to free the gospel. We're the messengers. Let God provide the rest and be in the Word of God. Please join my community if you haven't. This is coming to my community first. StephenGarofalo.com. You can join there for free. There's a paid option for $5 to get the podcast a couple days early. You don't even need to do that. I just want to see you there. I'm on iTunes, all the major podcast, YouTube, and Rumble. So check it out, and I hope to see you over there. But it's time to get equipped and move Charlie's legacy forward, which is a representation of the Bible, living as Christians in a secular world, and that includes the government. God created the government to be based on biblical principles. The rest of the world the whole world can disagree with that, but the truth is the truth, no matter how many say it. God's blessings to you. Be in prayer for Charlie's wife, his children, for the United States of America, and for Turning Point. And to the rest of you, God bless you. Have courage. Move forward in faith. Thank you.